So friends, today I'm going to show you all 5 monsoon snack recipes, some veg canapes with making the canapes at home, some delicious rainbow sandwich or ribbon sandwich, some chana dal vada, some medu vada with coconut chutney and lovely vada pav. So friends, let's see today's lovely veg canapes recipe. So here I have 2 cups of water. We're going to bring the water to a boil. And here I've cut up one small potato, peeled it and cut it up into cubes. And this is 1 carrot. I've peeled the carrot and cut it into cubes. Now once the water starts to boil, I'm going to add the carrots and the potato, and we're just going to parboil it. That is just when it's just cooked. We don't want the potatoes to be overcooked, but just rightly cooked, so it still has a crunch. So now I'm going to add the cooked potatoes and carrots to a bowl. Next, I'm going to add 1 small capsicum that I've cut into very small cubes. Next goes in 1 small tomato. I've removed the pulp of the tomato and I've cut it up into small cubes. Next goes in 1 cubed cucumber. Now mix all of these ingredients well together. You could add French beans, corn, the choice is yours. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of pepper powder and some salt to taste. Mix everything really well together so that the salt and the pepper coats all of the other ingredients. Now I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of veg mayonnaise without any flavor in it. And mix all of this well together. Now you could add the garlic mayonnaise or the other flavored ones if you like, but I prefer it to have the plain flavor without any other extra flavoring. That really, it really tastes nice without all the other extra flavoring. But the choice is yours, of course, and whatever you have at hand you can use. So now mix all of this together well. So our filling is ready. Now I will leave a link to how to prepare pure veg canapes at home. I'll leave the recipe link down in the description box as well as the comment section. So I've already prepared the canapes in advance. And now all you have to do is just fill them with this filling. And one tip I like to give you here is keep the filling in the refrigerator, and when you're ready to serve, only then put the filling into the canapes. The filling should be nice and chill. And that's it, guys. Your canapes are all ready. It's a lovely snack or a starter, or just when you're hungry and want to have something light. So I hope you liked today's short and sweet recipe. Don't forget to check out how to make homemade canapes which are pure veg at home. And give this recipe a try, and I'll catch you in my next video. As soon as anything, this is Akshata signing off. Bye. So let's see today's lovely rainbow sandwich recipe. So now I'm going to start by making the green layer, which is just a simple green coconut chutney. So I've taken about half a cup of freshly grated coconut, a quarter cup of fresh coriander, which is to be washed really well. Then about 2 light green chilies, which are chopped really fine, 2 cloves of garlic chopped fine. This is 1 inch of ginger grated. The juice of lemon, half a lemon, about maybe 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, depending on how much you like it, and 1/4 teaspoon of sugar and salt to taste. So I'm just going to add the coconut, the coriander, the green chilies, the ginger, the garlic, the salt, the sugar, the lemon juice to my mixer. I'm using the small mixer pot, which is generally used for chutneys, and I'm also going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. And we're just going to grind this to a nice smooth paste. Now the sugar and the lemon juice really elevate the taste of this beautiful chutney, and this chutney can be used, even with idlis, dosas, or even if you're making upma, just a little at the side. Really, it brings out the taste of the upma also. So this chutney is really, really delicious. So now I'm just going to grind this with a little bit of water, and we're going to grind it to a nice smooth paste. And now you can see the chutney is nicely ground, and I'm going to transfer this to a glass container, that way, and keep it in my chiller tray of the refrigerator. That way it remains nice and fresh for about 2 to 3 days maximum. This coconut chutney, generally try to use it up within 2 days or 3 days. And look at the color, it's so beautiful. So this will be our green layer for our rainbow sandwich. So now after our green chutney is done, we're going to move on to the pink layer. So for that, I've just taken about 1/4 cup of grated cheese, regular processed cheese. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, which is at room temperature. Now I'm going to mix the butter and the cheese really well together. Then I'm going to add a few drops of, food color, pink food color. Now you can also alternatively use a little bit of beetroot juice, just boil the beetroots and extract the juice. I mean, the color, you can add that if you want to go natural. But I just wanted to, keep it simple. And so I just added a few drops of pink food color and mix it really well, and get this lovely bright pink color. So that will be a pink layer for the pink layer of the rainbow sandwich. And then for the yellow layer, I'm just going to add some mayonnaise, about 4 to 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, and to that I'm just going to add some mustard sauce and mix the two together. Now if you don't have mustard sauce, you have yellow food color, you can go with that too. I mean, you can just be creative about the 3 layers. I just thought I'd pop in and let you know about my Amazon storefront. Go and check it out. The link is down in the description box below. It's products that I generally buy on Amazon or I would recommend with regard to best prices and good quality. So go and check out the link. So now that we have all our chutneys and 3 colored chutneys ready, I'm just going to take 4 slices of bread. Now try to use the sandwich bread because it's easier to work with. It's thicker and it's a little wider than the regular bread slices. So I'm using this white sandwich bread, and I'm just going to cut off the edges because we want to see the colors of these layers. If you keep the sides on, you will not get that effect. So just cut about 4 slices for 4 small sandwiches. Now for the first layer, I'm going to go with the pink color and apply a nice generous thick layer because it has to be seen. The color needs to be seen. So this is a nice tiffin item for kids, or even if you're having a kids party, or even as a starter. And you can get creative. Like I said, you can add whatever colors you want. You can add natural colors from veggies. Like if you want to go with some green, add more fresh green, you can add some palak leaves. So you can get creative with this rainbow sandwich. But I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. And so like I said, just apply a nice generous layer, because when you cut the sandwich, you need to see all the 3 colors really distinctly. So we're done with our pink layer. So that will be the first layer at the bottom. Then we're going to add the green chutney. So one tip I'd like to give you here is try to keep the green chutney as fresh as possible. So make it, the day you're going to make these rainbow sandwiches, because this green chutney does tend to stiffen up a bit, and it the taste changes a little, because after all it's coconut, and coconut has a very short shelf life. So whenever you're making this sandwich, try to make the 3 layers on the same day that you're making the sandwiches. That way it's easier to spread the chutney, and the freshness of the chutney also makes a lot of difference. So now I'm just going to place the green layer on top of the pink layer, and then I just put the yellow layer on top, And last, I'm going to put this plain slice of bread on the top. And this is how it's going to look. So you can distinctly see the 3 layers. And then when I cut it up like this, you're going to see, distinctly the pink layer, the green layer, and the yellow layer. And then I'm going to cut it again into small pieces like this. So you have like out of 4 slices, you get these 4 mini rainbow sandwiches. They look delicious, and friends, believe me, they taste even more delicious. So do give this a try. So friends, let's see today's chana dal vada, also called ambode. It's very easy to make and really delicious. Now I've taken 250 grams of chana dal, washed it really well under water thrice till the water comes nice and clear. And then I'm going to soak it in 3 cups of water for at least 4 hours. After 4 hours, you will see that the dal has nicely swelled up. We're going to drain out all the water. Now we're going to keep this aside for at least 5 minutes. Then we're going to add this dal to a mixer grinder. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of jeera or cumin, half a cup of coriander, half a cup of coconut, half a teaspoon of hinga, 5 red chilies, and some salt to taste. Now grind the mixture to a very coarse paste. No water needs to be added. And then you get this nice thick mixture. You should be able to form a ball very easily with this mixture. Now form small balls and then flatten them out like this. So make the balls and set them aside. You can soak the dal for longer than 4 hours also, but minimum at least 4 hours, because then it becomes very easy to grind the dal. You can also add some fresh coriander leaves if you want. And now we're just going to heat some oil on a low to medium flame, and we're going to fry these till they're nice and golden brown and really crispy. Do not overcrowd the pan, otherwise they will stick together. And fry them well on a low to medium heat, not on a high heat. Keep turning them in intervals. And once they're done, just drain off the excess oil in the pan itself and then transfer them to a wire mesh or a sieve or a sift, and let all the excess oil drain off, and your lovely ambode or chana dal vadas are all ready. So friends, today we're going to make this delicious medu vadas and some lovely coconut chutney. So keep watching Akshata's recipes for these 2 lovely recipes.
welcome back to Akshata's Recipes. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you one of my favorite breakfast recipes, which is medu vada and coconut chutney. So I'm going to show you both these recipes in today's video. I hope you like this easy and quick recipe. If you do, then don't forget to give this video a big like. Don't forget to hit the red subscribe button that you see just below this video. It's completely free. And once you subscribe, just click the bell. That way, every time I put up a new video, you'll be the first one to know. So let's head on to my kitchen and make this amazing medu vada and green coconut chutney.
Now let's start first with making this lovely coconut chutney. So this is made from fresh coconut. So here I am grating about 2 cups of fresh coconut. This is a traditional viri as we call it. Now we also are going to require 4 light green chilies which I've cut up into 4. Then we require 4 cloves of garlic and half an inch of ginger. Now what I like to do is I like to grate the ginger, because that way when we're grinding the entire chutney in the mixer, everything gets well ground and you don't have pieces of ginger in the chutney. So that's what I like to do. I like to grate the ginger. Now I like to also soak about half a cup of coriander in some water. So it has got some salt in it, and you will see that there's so much of grime in the coriander. After that, rinse it well. Then I'm going to be using the juice of half a lemon. I love to squeeze this lemon on this old traditional glass lemon squeezer. You won't imagine the amount of juice that you will get. I mean, it's really amazing. So nothing goes to waste. So now I'm just going to grind everything together. That is the coconut, the chilies, the ginger, the garlic. I'm also going to be adding salt and some sugar to taste. And I'm going to add the juice that we've just taken out of half a lemon. Now I'm also going to add about 1/4 cup of water. And we're going to grind it to this consistency. So our chutney is all ready. And now I'm going to be showing you how to make these lovely medu vadas. So I'm going to start by taking about 2 cups of urad dal, which we're going to wash very well under some running water, at least thrice, till we get some nice clear water. You will notice that as you keep washing, the water becomes more clearer. Before that, you'll get a very whitish, murky kind of color water. So we're going to wash that thoroughly. It may take you 3 times or 4 times. Just wash it very well, running your fingers through it so that all the grime and dirt gets washed away. This is very important. Now after that, we're going to just soak these 2 cups of urad dal in about 6 cups of water. And to this, I'm going to be adding about a 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds or methi seeds. This just helps to make the batter very crisp. And we're going to keep this to sit aside for at least 6 to 7 hours. This is also very crucial. Now after 6 to 7 hours, we're just going to add 1 inch of ginger grated, 2 light green chilies and some salt to taste to the batter. And we're going to grind this batter to a very fine consistency with very little water, say about just 2 tablespoons of water. Now we're going to start frying these medu vadas. So we heat some oil for heating, wet your hands thoroughly, and then take a small bowl. And and then just make a little hole in the middle, and that's how you get your medu vadas. When you wet your hands, it's very easy to manage this batter and form it into a ball. And once you do that, just with your finger or your thumb or your forefinger, just make a little hole in the middle and then leave it into the oil. Please take care of your fingers when you're putting it into the oil. Be extremely careful because the oil is piping hot. You're going to fry this on a low to medium flame. And we're going to fry it till they're nice and golden brown. And once they're golden brown, we're going to just drain the excess oil on some tissues or some kitchen napkin. this way, friends, we were going to fry all of the batter. I got about 15 medu vadas with 2 cups of udit dal. And don't worry if your vadas don't come, exactly circular. It's okay. This was my first time of making medu vadas and I enjoyed the experience thoroughly. And I was so happy that I could make these medu vadas. They look like perfect little donuts. And my family just loved it. They said, Mama, it was so nice and crispy and tasty. In fact, my husband said that these taste even better than the ones you get outside because they're so fresh and they're made with so much of love. So don't fret if you don't get the perfect shape, friends. It's okay. It's the taste that matters. Of course, it looks good, but with practice, you're going to definitely be able to do it. So it's really a nice experience to try your hands. It's something new, and I enjoyed myself thoroughly. Now, I always like to serve my medu vadas with some lovely green chutney and some rasam or some sambar. Now, I have both my recipes for easy to make sambar as well as some delicious rasam. I will leave the links of both the rasam recipe as well as the sambar recipe in the description box as well as the comments box. Just click on it and it will take you directly to my recipes. So friends, I hope you like today's medu vada and fresh coconut chutney. So friends, let's see today's batata vada or vada pav recipe. So let's go through the ingredients. Now here I've taken 10 to 12 light green chilies which are not that spicy, 10 cloves of garlic and 1 inch of ginger. I've also taken about a cup of coriander leaves and I've taken 8 boiled potatoes. Now put all of the ingredients except the potatoes into a mixer jar. Add some salt to taste. And you're going to grind this to a very coarse paste. This is basically the masala that we're going to add to the potatoes. Now for boiling the potatoes, I've just washed the potatoes well, put them in a cooker with about 1 cup of water and boil them for 1 whistle on high and simmer for 10 minutes. Let the potatoes cool completely and then peel them. And then you're just going to use a pav bhaji masher or a potato masher and mash it coarsely. We don't want a very fine paste. It has to have some pieces of potato lumps in it. Now you're going to add this paste that we made with the corianders and the chili, etc. Add a little paste at a time and keep tasting to see how spicy you want it and whether the taste is perfect or no. You can always add more paste. Now it already has salt, so we don't need to add salt. So I've given it a taste and I'm adding a little more paste. And then just make this paste with make the whole dough of this batata vada and set it aside. You can also refrigerate it for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm going to squeeze some lemon juice on it. That adds a lovely tangy flavor. So the juice of 1 lemon or half a lemon depending on how much you like the taste of lemon, and then just form small balls like this, press them down. You can form these balls and keep them aside, refrigerate them, and when you're ready to have the batata vadas, that is when you can make the batter and deep fry them. It's a very simple recipe, guys, and it's an ideal snack. So I'm just using the tablespoon so that I get even sized batata vadas, just as a measure. And now we're going to make the batter for the batata vadas, which is very simple. Now here I've taken 1 cup of chickpea flour or besan. To that I'm going to add a few spices. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi powder. I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera. I'm going to just mix all the dry ingredients well first, and then I'm going to add a little water at a time and make a nice thick batter. It shouldn't be very runny. It should be a thick batter, like a dosa batter. And now I've just heated my oil in a pan for deep frying. And once the oil is hot, we're just going to add a little bit of the hot oil into this batter, because that it'll make the batata vadas very crispy. This is called mohan in Marathi when you're adding hot oil to any batter. That just makes the batata vada, the outer covering, very crispy. So mix everything well. And now all you have to do is just coat the balls of potato with this and deep fry them till they're nice and golden brown and crispy, and then drain the excess oil onto a kitchen napkin or a wire mesh or sieve. And now we're going to make a special chutney for the vada. It's the dry red chutney that you get with the vada generally. So what I've done is I've saved all the excess batter that was being fried along with the vada. So when you put the vada in the oil, there are some small pieces of the batter that get fried. So I've just collected all of that, or you can actually put pieces of batter in the oil later on and fry it. And then when it's nice and crispy, we're going to put it in a mortar and pestle. Now I'm going to add this kanda lasun powder, which you get in masala stores. If you don't have that, just add some red chili powder and some few cloves of garlic, and add some salt, and just mix all of this to a nice coarse powder. So this is basically the dry red chutney that you get with vada paos generally. And then I also have a recipe for the tamarind chutney that I'm going to be adding, the sweet chutney. I'll leave a link to that, or you can search in the YouTube search button sweet tamarind chutney Akshata's recipes, and you'll get it over there. So basically our vadas are ready, our dry chutney is ready, I already have my tamarind chutney ready. So now we can assemble the vada pav. You can make this chutney and store it also. You can have it with even normal chapatis, puris. It tastes amazing. You can also add some Kashmiri red chili powder if you want a little redder, dark red color. So I have my sweet chutney. And I've also saved a little bit of the crunchy batter that we fried aside, and a little bit of chopped up onion with a little bit of chaat masala in it. So this is how we like to have our vada pav at our home. So now we're going to assemble the vada pav. So you're going to cut up the pav. First you're going to add the sweet chutney, then the dry chutney. You can add as little or as much as you want. Then you want to add that onion and chaat masala mixture. And then you're going to add the fried batter. So whatever batter remains after you finish frying the batata vadas, you can just, fry that batter. That really adds a nice crunch, and then put your vada, and your lovely vada pav is all ready to enjoy. growing up. I have so much to share with all of you. And the most important thing is thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching my recipes and encouraging me with your thumbs ups and your lovely comments. They really make my day, and they really make me want to put up so much more on my channel. So thank you everyone from the bottom of my heart. Have a great day, and I will catch you very, very soon, sooner than you think, with another recipe or another video. Take care, guys. This is Akshata signing off. Bye.